Okay, and so I'm recording my first VR video for the 19th time. It's like an hour and a half later. My JP Logistics 152 is just crashing. I really wanted to do this test flight in that, but it's not going to happen. So I'm back in the 172, my Wilderness Expeditions plane, which is cool. But wasn't what I had planned. I like that little 152 a lot. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna race through this. I've done maybe a little bit of pre-planning. I'm actually set on Vatsim already. Oh, there we go. All right, batteries on. That's cowl flaps. That's panels, which I think I just saw work. There it is. Panels work, and actually we're gonna leave that on because it's kind of early and overcast here in Portland, Astoria. Pitot heat's on. We jump outside. We're gonna do this really quick. All the lights work because I know all the lights work. All the things are free and clear. Of course, we'd be doing this with the flaps down. We check the fuel, we check the oil, we check the tires. Excellent. Flaps come back up. We turn off all the lights. I like to leave the beacon on because then I know it's ready. I'll turn the pitot heat back on in just a second. We jump back inside. We turn the battery off. Great. All right. Mixture is rich. Throttle is full. We've got the fuel valve on, set to both. Trim is set for takeoff. Man, that was... Alright, parking brake is set. Fuse is set, parking brake set. That means gas is good. That means lights are good. That means undercarriage is fixed. That means mixture is set. That prop is fixed. And seatbelts are on. At this point, we'd, I don't know, look out the window or do the thing. We still have some doors open. Let's go ahead and turn that on. We're going to pull this back about a half an inch. Oh, I guess we're going. I turned that a notch further than I meant to. That's okay, because that's where we were. Clear prop. Who looks left and who looks right. Totally. You just flip that past both. Again, I've been trying to do this for a very long time, and now it's late. As with all of my videos, I seem to be drinking beers, which was fine an hour and a half ago, but here we are. Alright, so... I don't know what Alt is, but... Let's turn it to on. There we go. On, set to 1200, that's great. So... here's what we're gonna do. We are going to taxi to... oh, let's check ASOS here real quick. Should be pretty calm. Yep, visibility 9, I dig it. 1500 zoom, sky conditions, altimeter 2973, JAMO low pressure. And there we are at a good 14 feet. Since we have our choice, I'm going to take runway 8. Set my heading bug for it. Just because there's nobody else out here, and I think it's going to give us a nice view over the bay, and that seems pleasant. Alright, and so we're gonna pull the throttle back a little bit. We have the heading bug set. We are set to Unicom. We have the VOR plugged in for giggles. We have positive oil pressure, positive vacuum, positive temp, positive fuel flow. Amperage looks good. Exhaust gases way low, which is great. And we have fuel, and that's always a good thing. I'm gonna pop over real quick, just do a systems check on my mic. It's over there. I'm not familiar with this airport, and this thing sucks. All runways that way. Like 26.8 and 826 are over there. That's not helpful. Alright, well, I think I know where I'm going. That should be buildings behind me. That's good. Yep, so that away. Astoria traffic, Cessna 108 Alpha Zulu at General Aviation Parking, taxiing to runway 08 for the pattern, Astoria. So, there we go. So, right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna taxi, we got the plane, we did pre-flight, there's also this run. I know this is Vatsim's like home runway, but like there are 3 runways that are active here, and one of them isn't actually active in the real world, and I need to find taxiway Bravo, but like this is 1432, which is like active. So this is 1432. I guess it's actually behind me. I guess I knew this. So anyway, we're gonna taxi. When we take off, we're gonna do 2 touch and goes. We're gonna do 1 go around. There we go. Right. I know how this works. And then we're gonna come back in for landing. It's all in the pattern. Nice calm day. This should be Bravo and should take us all the way down. This should be the non-active, I'm assuming. There's no runway signs. I'm gonna check for traffic. Yes. Oh, look, they do have it actually marked. Just need to sign this thing better, that's all. Heyo. There she blows. Alright, let's do a run up. Let's also turn on some other lights. So we got nav and strobe. Skyhawk should be at 1700. We do a mag check. So we're up, we're in the green. Mag check 1. It's about the 100 plus you always see in this plane. Mag check right. Then parameters is back up. Let's pull it down. No carb heat. Idle is good. Astoria traffic, Cessna 108 Alpha Zulu, taking off runway 8 for the pattern closed circuit, Astoria. Let's check our feet off the old brakes. We'll hit the flaps when we get out there. Low wing, whoop, wait, Low wing versus high wing. This is the longest runway here, I believe. 55 plus? 5 something plus. Just the same. We can figure the aircraft the same every time, in theory. And here we go. Airspeed's well alive. And we're up. Man, VR is cool. Oh yeah, this is a good choice. This is a nice way to do this. Flaps up. I don't know, we'll see what the pros have to say in a little bit, but I tend to make my crosswind right about here. Need to gain elevation. Astoria traffic, Cessna 108 Alpha Zulu, turning left, crosswind 08 Astoria. I definitely could have climbed at a better rate. Oh, but I like that guy as a reference. That's nice. Oh, and we're here. Oh, oh. Investing in this 3070 was the best decision I ever made in my life. Being able to fly VR and actually fly VR is nutty cool. Alright, I'm still getting used to actually flying at sea level, which is apparently easy for some of y'all. Astoria traffic, 8 Alpha Zulu, turning left downwind, 08 Alpha Zulu, Astoria. I'm used to this unresponsive monster lugging around at 8,000 feet, chugging through a bunch of thin air. I feel like that bridge is not supposed to look that way, but I'll let that slide. Damn it. Got all excited about looking out the window and got to watch how I was flying. Can't like really see the runway from here, but I know it's over there somewhere. The downsides to VR also. What the crap? But I feel like it's, based on what I was looking at, like that's the end of my runway right there. This needs to get much higher. This needs to pull down to about 1,700. This is man. Flying VFR is no, not VFR. What is this thing? VR. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu, turning left base, touch and go 08 Astoria. Flying VR is like a whole different beast from flying actually, and it's, I don't like how stiff the learning curve is. Alright, there's lights for my runway. I was pretty right. We're gonna cross this channel here. Very high. And slow. There's my airspeed. Here we go. Here we go. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu, turning final 08, touch and go, Astoria. There's my poppy, and I'm way low. I'm actually going to use the balloon on this particular landing. Back a little airspeed. I don't know, VR, like, it messes with my head, and I wasn't trusting the airplane. Probably should. I think that's how this works. There's the ball. So let's keep that glide path. There's like some trees right there waiting for me. There's my numbers, there's my line. Start looking up the runway. Start to pull power. Start my flare. Also not used to where the runway is in relation to the plane in VR. Just getting there. Alright, flaps are back to 10%. Trimmed for takeoff. Adding airspeed. Astoria, traffic 8 Alpha Zulu, going around 08. Astoria. Alright, there's go around number 1. Let's do it again. There's my road. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu, turning left crosswind 08, Astoria. I actually like where I am a lot. Let's pull back to 2200 RPM. Follow the bridge. Stop climbing. Alright, there's my RPM. Let's just keep her here. like this. I like this. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left downwind 08 Astoria. Definitely coming in a little bit tighter than before, but that's okay. I've got a much more managed airspeed right now and I like it. Trim her out a little bit. I'm pretty sure the next investment slash 9 hours of tinkering is going to be SPAD next, but man, I don't want to tinker. I just want to fly the airplane. I like tinkering, I'm just kind of over it currently. Alright, still trimming. I just know the one time I flew in my buddy's 177, trimming out an airplane was infinitely easier than doing it with my Logitech panel. Especially on a day like today where everything's like crystal clear out here like this. This should not be this complicated. There we go. Alright, here's my channel that denotes my base leg coming up, which means I should have been still not quite sure from back here where exactly. Let's hold altitude, drop some airspeed. 1800 is a good start. I think 17 might be better, like 1750. Alright, there's VFE. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left base 08 for touch and go Astoria. Ideally let's keep around 400 feet per minute. 3 is okay. Gonna want about 75 knots on the base leg, and here we are. Overshot a little, that's okay. You just can't see the approach behind those trees. That's the problem. So it's just the edge of that road is where I should be setting up. Okay. I liked my approach last time. It was right about at that 500. I feel like I'm coming a little low and a little slow. It's definitely slow. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left final touch and go 08 Astoria. 65 knots is good. I don't think I was as below the glide slope as I thought. I think it just kind of happened. There we go. Yep. Final notch of flaps. Way too fast now, though. Knots is good. Coming into 60 is good. Idle. that was one of my worst landings in a long time. Trimmed out, flap set to 1 notch, full throttle. And I think it just flared early. It seemed like I was flaring late, so I went for it. Probably could have played a little short field, soft field on that, I should say. So, way to climb is good. We're past 200 feet. I'm gonna raise that last notch of flaps. Alright, so here's my go around. Mixture's good. Okay. That's my bridge coming up. I like it. I like it. Astoria traffic. Cessna 108 Alpha Zulu turning left crossing 08 Astoria. Give it one good spin of trim. I don't know if I'm getting some kind of, I'm sure I'm getting some kind of effect. Astoria traffic at Alpha Zulu turning left downwind 08 Astoria. Man, yeah. Power back a little more. I'm definitely not used to just like cooking across the ground at like 110 knots or whatever, like 120. With the KFLG, we get like, I don't know, 85 knots on a good day. So there's where that road comes in, and I think that's like right as I hit that is where I want to start setting up. It's right about now. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left base 08 for go around Astoria. So, with luck, that tac view, whatever the heck that is actually recording this, but I haven't had much luck tonight. I wanted to do this with an actual CFI, but I think I'll just take whatever I can get after so many attempts. Alright, I want to be at about 75. Laps are at 2 now, so they should have been earlier, which was definitely affecting why I wasn't. Add a little power back in. Definitely coming in a little low. It's okay. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu, turning final 08 Astoria. Of course, my go-around is like the nicest approach I've had all day, but again, that's fine. This is how we learn. Alright, we're calling the go-around. Laps up 1. Laps to 10. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu. Go around 08 Astoria. Actually kind of excited about this. Get that altitude up pretty early. Push it a little bit. Still not at VX. Man, this thing is ripping. Sea level. There. That's about it. Trim's pretty good. Altitude's great. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left crosswind 08 Astoria. Man, finally, there's the trim. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left downwind 08 Astoria. Little back pressure. Back pressure. Caught a draft, blast into the sky. Man, that edge of the island is just like kicking me around. wants me to go up. Back to 2200. Alright, let's start setting up for our final approach. That's perfect. Hold altitude, lead airspeed. There we have flaps 1, and there's our turn. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning left base 08 for full stop Astoria. Turn 80, descending well. Currently, and I hope I don't jinx it, I like everything happening right now. There's my balloon. Controlled it for poop, as I was saying. Give a little bit, about back to 1750. Nose down, keep her at about 75. Sending through 500 is money. Man, where was this the whole flight? Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu turning final 08 Astoria. Not my finest turn into final, but I like it. Final lots of flaps. Control the balloon. A little overshoot. That could have been exceptionally worse. 3 descents, about 3, dropping into 4. That's okay. Pull the airspeed back a little. 60 knots is ideal. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, where am I? How do I get up the runway? Let's take this. Oh, there we go. Astoria traffic 8 Alpha Zulu cleared runway, taxiing general aviation Astoria. that's a bit of a problem. That's good. Traffic is clear. Overshot a little. Astoria traffic at Alpha Zulu crossing runway 32, Astoria. Quiet little airport tonight. Okay, so there it was. Throttle to idle. Parking brake set. Theoretically. There it is. We'll leave the beacon on. It's off. Everything else is off. Briefing. Pre-flight. Taxi. Takeoff. 2 touch and goes. Go around. Final landing. Taxi back. And shut it down. Mixture set to off. Avionics, alternator, battery, ignition is off. Fuel valve pulled. We walk around, we do a final inspection, put the chocks in, do the stuff and things, I don't know what that's all about, that's fine. And, I'm out.